What is up, everybody? We have been away for a while, but slowly kind of coming back to the game. It's in not the best state right now, but we got back racial completionist, iconic completionist with the new Dark Bargainer, and kind of wanted to test and see what are the possibilities for like doing shortmans and solos. So I'm TR'd my main onto the new iconic as a pure warlock, and this is my kind of like first raid that I wanted to kind of see because I'm fairly familiar with it, and it's got pretty straightforward breakpoints, and so this build as a warlock can do really well just because of the dynamic of how it's a really simple one room and not too many mobs that you got to gear for. So but still, yeah, so
Rushing through the fortress, you
basically what
arrive
we've
at the
got going
inner
on here
sanctum
is
of
a
Suleiman,
undead
Devil
enlightened
General of
spirit.
Shavara,
And so
architect of the
kind of like
infernal
how
portal.
the build kind of runs is similar to like those old
Barking
like
a
Pale
command,
Masters
the
that you'd
horned
see
devil
that
sets
like,
his bodyguards upon you.
really wouldn't die at all if you kind of built them a little bit tankier. And Warlocks just happen to have basically that what Pale Masters used to get, but they've got better defenses than what a wizard would typically be able to do as like an undead take. And they've got the all the temp HP, as well as uh, the Light Spirit aura, which does passive damage, which you'll see later in the raid. Right, it's kind of helpful to get the passive damage going when you just need to be as tanky as possible during like a dark discorporation where you can't really cast or do any damage spells. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, you'll see here it's kind of an interesting approach. I think like was playing around with different versions of this, and shout out then also I'm in our guild we've been chatting about this, and I think he was recommending to kind of look at AC because I really don't run tanks, guys. Like this is I was joking about it earlier, but like since I can remember playing this game, I've never actually leveled con as I leveled up. It was just a very odd thing to do. So yeah, this build is built to be a tank, but they can damage, and then I've got swaps to be able to hit DCs, but things will have to be moved around if I really need to get higher DCs for some of the newer content. But for the most part, right, the idea is to be able to kind of do everything, and just kind of try and be as unkillable as possible with all the passive healing that you've got from the death auras. So yeah, I mean, you can see here DPS is not really there. I would say like the Enlightened Spirits don't really have you know a lot of like like fast burst DPS like windows. It's more just like the passive ticking of damage, and I'm trying to get and push as much light spell power. So that's kind of the advantage of the Dark Bargainer, is that you can really just focus on light and negative, and everything else does not matter basically. With the Utter Dark Blast inside the enhancement tree for, I believe, for Soul Eater. So yeah, you've got basically just the ability to slowly whittle down everything and try and debuff the Orthons as much as possible, while getting your innate spell crit damage that you see for the Warlock. So one thing I'll comment that people probably chime in on the here is actually I'm gonna speed up these fights with Sulo. I mean, the actual completion took uh, longer than I probably wanted to, just because of some lag, and I think I got just more cautious and tried to switch out of like the focusing blast, because that's you do the most damage when you're just doing the focusing blast as these lion spirits, but you're also more vulnerable, and when you've got lag, basically just kind of beating you down is just really tough to want to like switch out of it if you feel like you're, not going to be able to DPS if you're dead. So yeah, I think, for the most part, it was really fun. I'm going to be looking at doing other raids probably just because I think R3 I think is doable, for sure. It's just with the lag, it's just a lot more sketchy. Plus, right now, the Warlock's fog cloud spell, I didn't know this, but apparently it's never worked. I mean, it works, you can cast the spell, but uh, it lasts about like zero point 0.1 seconds before it just disappears. And apparently it's been a bug since the first day Warlocks came out, but they've never fixed it. So maybe if you guys could help, just like push this, or if a dev sees this, please, please just, I don't know, hit the reset button on the Warlock spells just so they can get a 20% concealment spell, just because that I think is going to be necessary to want to be able to push R3 solo, at least, you know what I mean? So that's that's it for me. Yeah, enjoy the rest of this. There are a lot of laggy parts I probably edited out too, but um, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.